Welcome back to the most exciting, the most exhilarating, the most awe-inspiring podcast on YouTube. Today we have a freaking banger. With me, as always, is Justin, the man who other Cowboys fans marvel in his fandom of how much he loves the Cowboys. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. How are you? I wish
Um,
people took me like that, but I mean, we met other people. I'm not that bad.
you're pretty up there. According to Chris, you're pretty up there.
You remember Dylan Roth?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not there.
You're not there. And we have the man, the myth, the legend, the one who has no face, Mick Jam. How you doing today, brother?
Doing great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, he gets no love. He's behind the camera. He does all the other things. But
I
we
compare
just
him
want
to
to,
like he's our Jamie to
yeah,
Joe
he's our
Rogan.
Jamie to Joe Rogan, but Jamie gets a lot more FaceTime, a lot more, screen time. I don't want to be that guy, but Jamie is
Jamie
a little
doesn't
bit
get that
better.
much.
I don't want to be that guy. He is a little bit better than Nick Jam, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Okay. And per the usual, our main man Chris has been arrested once again. He
Yeah,
is
he told me he's getting out soon.
he should be getting out soon. He should make bail for this podcast. If
This one was
not,
just a misunderstanding.
yeah, this one was a misunderstanding. This one was you know, he said some questionable things in the last podcast. They had to take him down to the precinct for so and so questionings, but he should be
I
out
it
soon.
wasn't you, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't me. I usually am the one there, but now here we are. So this is a two bro and a faceless man podcast. Um, we are
Three of me, bros.
three ME bros.
Really,
No,
there's three.
yeah, there's three of us. There's three of us somehow. And I wish that Chris was here because he is the only one that can do this justice. So I don't think we even try it. And I think that we just let it simmer, let it be, and let it happen next week with his beautiful voice. But
Yeah.
Justin,
You
can
know
you take
what?
us? What's up?
Oh, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say, can you take us to the Cowboy Corner? Unless you want to try to unless you want to try it. I his rendition of it is just too good that I don't even know if I could even.
I could always try it, but Chris is almost out on bail. Why don't we just talk about something that we don't really care about, and you may know
Okay,
nothing
yeah,
about? Me too.
cool, perfect. Well, then
Bang,
I've
baseball.
got this game for you.
Oh, you got a
Okay,
game.
I've got this
Right.
game for you. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through the highest paid players per position,
Okay.
offense, maybe a little defense, and you're gonna
Okay.
tell me if you think it's justified. Okay, so you're
Okay.
gonna tell me if you think that this person is justified to be the number one paid player by position. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Starting off, we haven't talked about it yet, but this man just hit a big payday. Justin Herbert, 52.5 or $0.5 million. Pretty sure that's this per year. I think that's what ESPN's telling me is per year. So 52.5 million per year for his contract. Do you think that's well deserved, or do you think that there's other athlete that should be ahead of him?
No, I think it's well deserved. I think at this point, like if you're really good and you're young, like you're going to be the next big deal.
Mhm.
Like in the way of the precision, and like Patty Mahomes got his big signing. You at that point that was like an awe, and since then everything else has been awe, more
Yeah.
awe. I think Patty Mahomes changed the way of this, and Justin Herbert's a young stud surrounded with some great talent. Dude, he is truly a beast. I think last year he didn't get as good because he always had his receivers hurt. Like Keenan was a lot out a lot, and so was what the fuck is his name?
Michael
Mike
Williams.
W. Michael Williams. Thank you, Michael Williams.
Yeah.
I like him too, the big guy.
But he had that young star Palmer come out of nowhere. It was pretty cool. We've got the man himself out on bail.
We knew he would be quick.
We
He
knew,
already is.
hey,
But yeah,
he
interesting,
knew.
right?
Oh, dude,
Sorry.
how were the questions in the precinct from last episode that you got taken to jail for?
Um, it was intense. It was sweaty.
Oh,
It was
Ooh.
awkward. Some lies were detected, but at the end, I got out. So,
okay.
how you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great.
In the great words of
You
YG, he's out on bail. Just kidding.
YG's out on bail. You actually missed a beautiful. I introduced everyone so wonderfully today, and then
Did you?
I actually did.
No Alexisms?
Nope, nope. Not so
Proud
far.
of you, big dog.
Well, we're in the middle of a game. Would you like to join?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is this athlete deserving to be paid the number one per position, right? So the highest paid player
Okay.
per position per year I'm going off of. So does this
So
athlete
these
deserve
are
that?
these hypotheticals or are these legitimate
No,
people
these are
who
like
No, they're
are
legit.
actual people.
okay?
So the first one, Justin said he agreed with it, but Jay Herbert just got paydayed, so he's at 52.5 million per year. Do you believe he should be in that spot?
I mean,
Everybody
he's the
else.
next in line to get paid at the quarterback position. Quarterback position is obviously special. So and he's elite. Like he is like, tomorrow's
Something.
NFL face, one of the faces, I believe that. I think he's really good. And so he deserves that, especially when you know that someone such as Joe Burrow, who hasn't gotten paid yet, is next in line, and he's going to top it. And so and that's also fair, because I would rank him higher than that. And as each guy gets paid, we saw this with Patrick Mahomes. After every quarterback gets paid, the contract looks better and better.
Dude, you literally
Would you
said the
say
same exact thing.
he changed the salary cap for the quarterback?
Oh, I think the quarterback shouldn't count towards the salary cap.
Do you think that there should be a salary cap for them, or like how would you
You're willing
work
to pay
that?
the team. I like that. Did we say basketball or baseball does? Like if you overpay, you just pay a fucking fine.
Basketball pays the fine. Baseball
Basketball
doesn't
does that.
have a
Baseball
cap
has
salary.
nothing.
Yeah, they just said fuck it, dude.
So if your owner isn't spending, there's no excuses in baseball. But yeah, no, well, you know what? I shouldn't say no cap. But I think they should have their own cap. But that keeps getting raised, I guess.
So no cap. Okay, cool.
Only
So
gonna
no
give him
cap.
more money.
We're gonna go to the running back position. And this man is Christian McCaffrey with $17.2
Yes.
million. I don't think
For
that there's any
sure.
questions behind that. Alvin Kamara and Joe Mixon are right behind him. Not really right behind him. I'm talking like $5 million difference right behind
5 million.
him. But
Wow.
but like yeah.
Jeez.
But it's so 17 and then to 12. And Alvin Kamara might not even play the season, right? Didn't he just get
Well, he's gonna play. He's just definitely gonna be getting suspended.
yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Something he did in Vegas.
Yeah, assault.
Oh,
It'd be like that.
Something.
It'd be like that sometimes. Wide receiver position in Cooper Cup. $26.7 million.
it was until he just got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wasn't he a
Sounds
little
like
hurt
he's
last
gonna
year?
be. Yes.
But we don't know if this is gonna last long either.
Right.
Jason's about to top it, or Justin Jefferson's about to top it.
JJ's gonna
For
top it
sure.
for sure.
I think there's arguments to be had for him being the number one, but Justin Jefferson for sure should be. So how many more years until he's going to get paid?
I bet he'll get paid either next off season or but Jam, can you look that up and see when his technical
I think
contract
this is his
ends?
third. I think he's going into his third or fourth year. Because
The
he's
third
definitely
year.
But
okay.
Cup is good enough to where if you said, yeah, he's currently the number one, it would be harder to
Yes,
argue
Stephon Diggs
deserving of it.
0.5 behind him, $0.5 million behind him.
To be honest, I don't think Stephon Diggs should be that high.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs is pretty high.
He's great. He's elite, but
is.
I don't think he should be number two.
No. Yeah, we got players like Devontae Adams.
True.
Hello. Where's he at within all that? He's a stud.
He's not even top three. Because it shows me
Brown.
that
I think he took a pretty nice contract to stay in. It was basically levied out to be the same thing that Green Bay was offering him.
No.
We're moving to the tight end position. while McJam looks up when JJ's contract is over.
You just said he was a
But we have
talking about Jamie Hims, the bad Jamie. I'm looking tight end.
Darren Waller at $17 million.
No,
Is this the
No.
one you disagree with? Who do you think it should be up
Totally.
there? Pat Fryermuth, maybe?
no, not Pat Fryermuth. Try a little man named Travis Kelce.
Yeah, why
Try a
is he
guy
not
like
up
George
there?
Kittle.
George Kittle.
Mark
So
Andrews.
I will
No,
tell
I
you,
wouldn't give it to George Kittle. He's always injured. I'd never give it to George
I
Kittle.
will
That dude's
tell you-
always
That's
out.
fair.
I will
least
tell you-
five
Travis
years.
Kelce is easily the number one.
George Kittle has the most guaranteed money for a tight end at 40 million.
Mm.
But actually Travis Kelce isn't even in the top 3.
No, he knows he isn't. He knows he's grossly underpaid.
Yeah.
For value. He should be paid like receiver money.
Hold on, this is a real question though. Would you rather be a little underpaid and win, what has he got, 2 Super Bowl rings,
Yeah.
or $17 million on a team that
Underpaid.
Yeah, underpaid, especially when in this context, underpaid is still millions of dollars. Like, come on.
come on.
And he has all these other things. He has other avenues that are making him money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know who the hell, maybe it's me being dumb. Who is Andrew Thomas?
Who?
Andrew Thomas. He is
that another tight end?
No, he's a tackle, or no, an offensive lineman for
You're obviously an offensive line.
for the Jets.
Okay.
For the Giants.
No.
He's the number one tackle.
Him and Bakhtiari are the 2 top
Interesting.
linemen paid
Well, to be honest
23.5
with you-
million. It's insane. So they must be tackles, because then you have Laremy Tunsil right behind them.
The fact that you don't know his name could be a good thing.
Honestly, yeah. If he's a tackle, you don't know his name.
Yeah,
He was guaranteed
because
67
shit ain't
million
flying
as
by
well.
him.
What'd you say?
He was guaranteed 67 million.
Chris, what did you say?
Well, I was just saying, if you're not hearing his name, it's because no one's, beating him to the get to the QB.
Yeah.
And he just signed in July
this one's
2023.
hard to argue because sure, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I don't know. What does that mean? Because like then you got people like for us, like obviously it's a guard position, but like Zach Martin's right now, it's pissed about his contract, and he's significantly good. And there's other people I think that are really elite that they got on cheaper salaries, but I think that's kind of like interesting. I don't know.
He was the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. He came out of Georgia.
Interesting.
So
So he just got paid.
Was he a Pro
July.
Bowler last year? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea. McJam, can you look that up? Was Andrew Thomas, New York Giants, a Pro Bowler last year?
You got this one, Jam. I believe in you.
This one, I believe in you.
This one, I know you can figure out.
This one, I believe you got this. And then Bakhtiari was right behind him, and that one makes sense.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, totally. Except now, I mean, you could argue that he's
Injured
been a
too.
little injury prone in recent years.
Yeah.
This one, I'm excited to see what you guys think. Cornerback,
Okay.
Jair Alexander, 21.7.
Clearly, he's really good.
He is really good. I'm racking my brain right now to think who I would put above him.
You got Jalen Ramsey in the 2 spot, and you got Denzel
He's
Ward
past.
in the 3 spot.
Who?
I do love Ward.
Denzel Ward from Cleveland.
Ward's good.
But then you have like Marlon Humphreys, who
Sean Lattimore's high up there, isn't he?
Lattimore isn't on like the super high list. McJam, you find something?
Yeah, it says he got snubbed.
He got
Not-
snubbed.
Can we
Also-
just talk for a minute that McJam looks like Wolverine from X-Men? Like the tank top and the hair and the beard, like he looks like he is about to go save the world.
Hell yeah. Look at the tattoo on his shoulder too.
Oh, what?
Is that a tattoo? The scorpion tattoo.
Oh,
Also a little late, but Justin Jefferson's going to get paid next year. His contract ends in 2024.
Okay, so
They're
yeah,
gonna franchise
He's
tag him.
gonna get a
he'll probably
massive
get a
bag.
massive deal. But going back to cornerbacks, because then you have Xavier Howard on the other side, which of Jalen Ramsey. You have who else do you have out
Dolphins are
there?
paying money for their secondary.
Yeah. Who else do you have out there in the world of cornerbacks? You know?
Well, I mean, you could argue like Trayvon Diggs. There's
Trayvon
some
Diggs.
player. Who's the dude
Who
on
just got paid?
Tariq Woolen from the Seahawks? But like, I mean,
Oh, I guess you have Darius Slay,
said
Sauce
that
Gardner.
Sauce Gardner, but
Sauce
they're
Gardner will
still
get
young.
there.
He will get paid. Yeah. If he has another year like he has, he'll get paid.
Patrick Surtain.
Again, he's
He's
young. He'll get paid. He's got one more year because
uh
he's only second year in the league. That's the
yep,
problem.
that's true because you JC Horn as well, because he's only what third year,
Second year in the league.
second year in the league.
JC Jackson,
JC Jackson.
He's on. Who's he on now?
Chargers. He got
Yeah.
hurt last year, though, I think.
Yes, you have like the old heads are getting paid right now, and you have this group of new people coming in, these new kids
Well,
coming
Jair's pretty
through.
young.
Jair Alexander, he's
not old.
I don't know how old
But
he.
I think he's worth it. I mean, honestly, he's a beast. So it's just choosing
He's
someone.
26, so yeah, you're not wrong. He's not
He's
old.
young, bro.
Not young.
Younger
young.
than us.
Yeah, he is. He's younger than us.
He also just got paid recently too. I mean, I guess that's fair. It makes sense. I mean, it's nice that Trayvon's not that high on that list. It makes me feel like we got a deal.
Oh, I definitely think, like I said, when that deal got signed, I think it was a great deal for both sides.
Yeah.
Moving on to quite possibly my favorite position, the edge runner, the edge rusher.
TJ
Mr.
The
Watt.
edge runner.
The edge runner. TJ Watt.
Is he
Now-
number one?
Yeah, he is at 30.5.
Yeah. They pay those edge rushers
They
a
pay
lot.
those.
You get
edge-
money.
So
at the line.
he almost set that sack record the year before last. He got
Mhm.
injured, but his numbers while he wasn't injured weren't bad. But when
No,
you're
he,
injured for
he deserved it.
when you're injured for 10 games, it's hard.
Yeah. No, injury aside, I think he deserves that spot.
Yeah.
However-
and then
Wait a couple years.
yeah.
Because there's a man named Hutchinson
Oh,
who's
my
coming
Oh.
for that.
Trying to come for the payday. You would want him on a deal, Chris. Try to get him for cheap.
I would want him on a deal.
And then you have surprisingly Joey Bosa with the most guaranteed money.
I believe it.
Well, his brother right now is holding
he'll-
out in
He'll
San Francisco.
probably be the number one after.
Yeah, he
after they're
probably
done.
will.
What's it called? You know what's crazy to me is TJ isn't on the top 3 guaranteed money. I don't know what his contract looks like, but he is not on the top 3.
I wonder if that means that injury
Maybe hurt
really
him a little
cost
bit.
him a lot of money.
Yeah. And then we have just 3 more positions. One, D tackle. Everyone knows who it's going to be,
You're
Mr.
Donald.
Aaron Donald. But we have a newcomer coming up pretty quick, Quentin Williams, guaranteed $66 million and has a $24 million a year. But Aaron Donald's at 31.
He's so
Yeah.
goofy.
No, Quentin wasn't going to touch Aaron Donald's
No.
level. Donald still deserves that spot.
I like how Darian Payne was guaranteed 60.02 million and Aaron Donald was guaranteed 60. It's like, really the 0.02,
Yeah.
the 0.02
That means a lot.
means a lot. This one was honestly no surprise. Roquan Smith is the highest paid linebacker.
Yeah,
You
can't
have
argue that.
Fred Warner at the number 2. Like, those are literally your 2 number 1 and 2 right there. Like, can't really argue that. And then safety, Darwin James Jr.
He's always injured, bro.
He
Yeah.
is,
He's
and
not-
right behind him, my boy, Minka Fitzpatrick.
He's worth it.
Yeah, he doesn't get injured. He's
Okay.
worth it. He's had a lot of he's basically brought back that safety position that Troy Polamalu had for so long. Like
You know what's
held
just
the
sad about him?
what?
He's on the fucking Steelers.
No, no.
He
Amen.
can't do shit.
What are you talking about?
They got no hope in sight.
You don't know that.
Speaking of the Steelers, they gave
Don't
me
do
a good
that.
laugh yesterday
Who
when
was
I
it?
saw it was George Pickens.
Okay, yeah.
So you already know.
Okay, hold on. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Well,
Thank you.
oh,
We're not
okay.
there yet. Thank you for coming to my game, boys. Thank you for playing along. Chris, before you get there, we would be awestruck to hear the first Cowboys corner of the 2023-2024 NFL season, because tomorrow starts Hall of Fame game, the Jets and the Browns, which means football is back, baby. So we would love,
It's beautiful.
we would love to hear one of your tried and true Cowboy corners.
Well, my mom's about to realize she raised a special needs boy because she's going to hear me from the other room as I welcome the inaugural 2023 season edition of the Cowboy Corner.
Woo!
You cut out there for a second, big guy. So
Your
it
mom's
just
like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm sure I'll hear something soon.
oh, that
Oh
was
my God.
beautiful, man. Holy crap, that was, you were holding that note for a minute.
I thought
only
it froze
stopped 'cause
for
I
a
was gonna
second.
laugh.
Just gonna wait.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Sydney just texted, "You freaked out the cats, you weirdo."
That's beautiful.
I love it.
Sorry.
What you got?
They'll
What
be
you got
that
for
was
us, Jay?
awesome. Well, that was, dude, that was great. What a great intro. Thank you. So excited. Can't believe it's football, baby. I think obviously the biggest takeaway is just the digs. That was so exciting, obviously, to get paid and paid on a deal, but he's a young player. It's worth it. I mean, at the end of the day, you got one more you got to sign. But what made me the most happiest is Chris was agreeable and liked the thing, and that was a Cowboys thing. So that means it's a good thing. Because if he's liking something the Cowboys are doing, then we did something right.
Yeah.
Well, I do have something the Cowboys are doing that I don't like,
Yeah, let's hear that one.
but I think you'll agree with me. And that is, have you heard the little weird beef where Jerry Jones just continues to not want to bring Jimmy Johnson into the Cowboys Ring of Honor?
Oh,
What?
probably.
That's
He's
so
a funny old
dumb.
man.
It's like,
Dude,
just
Just
the
bring him
man
in, bro.
deserves to be in.
Just let him. Once he dies, it'll be okay. It's gonna be fun.
Who? Which one dies first?
Yeah, which one?
Well, I'm hoping the oldest one, Jerry, but
Whoa.
once Steven takes over,
You're hoping?
yeah, before Jimmy Johnson, that'd be nice. I mean, I didn't think that
Jimmy
old.
does deserve to be in. And if that's what's it's going to take, that's sad.
That's
but-
called pride getting in the way. But that's okay. That's the only thing. I don't think it's bad. The other thing is, I mean, besides that, I'm just excited about football, man. I'm thinking about everything the Cowboys have this year. Obviously, I think we all are riding high on potentials and sets. You know, I'm so stoked. Like, we have such a good young team on our defense. They look so good. We're so dirty. Like, really, we have a lot of talent on defense, and it's kind of scary. Because if they're put in right and they all stay healthy, it helps us. Our defense has never been the problem. It's just our offense that has needed help. But I think we're moving in right directions. The only thing I don't like about our offense is they're all such small receivers.
Mhm.
You don't have a big man, you know, like someone who can like grab a cat, like a Daz or something.
Yeah,
Like
CD.
I think Michael Gallup would be considered our biggest receiver, and I don't even know how big he is, but they're all.
Can we get a
fucking
fact check on
fast,
that,
bro.
Nick Jim? Michael
I
Gallup.
thought you said, can we get a fat check?
Get a
Yeah,
fat
fact
check
check.
on that, please.
I saw something earlier that was like the slowest receiver on our roster is runs a 4.5, and that's CD Lamb.
Mm.
But
Dude,
the biggest thing, I don't know
They're
if you guys see
fast nowadays. They're so fast.
so fast. I don't know if you saw, but Dax just said something about like not wanting to throw as many interceptions, and people have been on his ass about saying
Yeah,
that.
that's because he keeps throwing interceptions in camp.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's camp. Let him work out some
I understand that.
It's like it doesn't, but that's
But it's
like
the
they're
internet.
making more out of it than anything. Like it could be any other person doing the same exact thing, but they're like, oh, he said this and he's doing this. So it's just dumb. People are so fucking dumb. They try anything. That's why I hate like news people and social
It's
media.
so fun to just rag on the Cowboys though. So like when Dak
I'm not
puts it out
for
there,
him.
people are gonna eat it up.
Dude, they eat Dak alive sometimes. Poor dude. Thank God he has faith and he's a good person by nature. Because, dude, this shit is eating him alive. I bet eat me alive, dude. But I don't know if you saw him and Trayvon also get into it during like camp. They were all making a
That
big
was
deal out of that
crazy.
too. Oh, it's fun.
What you got for us, McJam? I know you have it. He was ready with it quick.
Yeah. CD is the big body. He's 6'2". Michael Gallup 6'1".
Ew.
What's the weight? What's the weight?
The fat check, please.
CD's got him by 3 pounds.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
CD.
So he is your big boy.
Big boy.
Which isn't that big. Like I think about like, but okay, how big is Justin Jefferson? How tall is he?
JJ is probably 6'4".
I bet you he's taller.
He's tall boy.
But like between him and Jamar Chase, like we look like the fucking
He's 6'1".
What?
short too, bro.
No way.
What the fuck? They're all so short.
I know Jamar Chase
I thought
was
he
short.
was.
Jamar
I thought
Chase
Justin
is 6
Jefferson
foot,
was.
bro.
Yeah, I know Jamar Chase was short, but I was like, I thought Justin
No,
Well, if
Jefferson
you think
was.
about it,
big.
there's really no guys like a Megatron, like a Dez. Like I guess Mike Evans, he's a pretty big guy,
Yeah,
but
he's
like
tall.
you don't really see those like
Claypool
really
was
big
like
receivers anymore.
Claypool's really tall.
You know, I was watching a video that NFL posted about Megatron the other day and Darrell Revis, their matchup, and I forget how big Megatron was. He is so fucking big.
He's
but we don't have
crazy
that.
tall.
And I guess it's normal. I mean, I see Mike Evans, what, 6'5" or so? Yeah, 6'5". Like
What, Tyreek's 5'11"?
short. I guess this is the name of the
He's
game.
lying
so-
if he's
5'10".
I know.
He's short, but like
5'10", bro. Odell Beckham Jr. is
5'10".
5'11". DK is 6'4". And Jalen Waddle's 5'10". What is these small ass
DK is
receivers, bro?
huge. DK
I
is
bet you
huge
Tyreek is 5'10" in his cleats.
But then that okay.
on pavement. Yeah,
I guess that's crazy. I thought I was kind of like, man, we have such small, but then I'm thinking about all these receivers and they're all fucking small. I guess really the receiver game has turned more to like a speed game than it is anything.
Yeah.
like you just said, 4.5. You said 4.6.
So fast.
That's a fast receiver core.
Bro, like,
that you're
I like-
slowest running a 4.6.
Like, he's so big, bro. He can just manhandle a ball.
Who?
He's so fast. DK. Like I want a DK. Like I want a
Yeah,
DK.
I want
player.
DK.
I want AJ Brown. Like AJ Brown. Someone look how big he's big, isn't he?
What you got first, McJam? I know you got some over there.
Just a little fun fact. Tyreek Hill actually measured at 5'8" and a quarter on his pro day.
I told you.
He's short, bro. He's so good at basketball.
I guess besides that, I mean, dude, that's insane. Think about all these fucking players. That's crazy. Besides that, I think the other good thing we got coming, I don't know if you saw this. Mike McCarthy is 100% play calling for all of our stuff.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Good for him.
He said that a little while ago.
After Kellen Moore.
Yeah, fuck you, Kellen Moore. If you ever listen to this, fuck you, dude.
There's a good chance
can't win shit for Boise. Can't win shit for the Cowboys. You just suck. You are a loser,
go
bro.
off. Speak
When I
your
was
truth.
with the Chargers.
Speak your truth.
Go make them lose too. That's exactly what you'll do.
What if
make
he
bad
balls
decisions
out
and you're
with
one of their
Herbert?
bad decisions? Oh, he might be able to, but he'll do some dumbass shit and fuck it all up at the end. They do good every year. He fucks it at the end. It's literally we do hot, and then it's the last like 4 games, and we can't produce shit. It's like slump, done. No, it's nothing. I hate Kellen Moore, bro. He's such a bitch. Sorry, he just ruins it. Like Jason Garrett, making dumbass play decisions. Like some coaches, like don't get me wrong, they're good. They have good seasons and opportunities like this, but like. They don't make dumbass decisions. Mike Tomlin doesn't make dumbass decisions. He's consistent of a coach.
He also doesn't call any plays ever.
You're
But-
telling me he's not going to make Zeke play center on the last play of your season?
But he's not. Even if Mike Tomlin's not the play caller, he wouldn't let that shit
Yeah.
happen. Like
Even-
they would say,
even-
"Oh, this." He'd be like, "No,
Mhm.
dumb." Right?
Probably. He probably would say,
Come
dumb,
on.
pick a new play.
Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, all those people aren't letting dumb plays. Like they're not doing dumb play calls.
I
think
saw-
more make dumb plays.
Have you guys seen that video that's going around when Kyle Shanahan was like the offensive coordinator for the Browns? And I can't remember who the coach was, but he was like, I would run the ball. And Kyle Shanahan just looks at him and like, are you kidding me? And he goes, all right, give it your best play. And then it's like a, I don't know, whatever, whatever. They score a touchdown. And he goes, I should have just listened to you. And he's like, yeah, motherfucker. Oh, that's good.
Actually,
Well,
I
thanks for
didn't-
coming to my fucking talk.
Yeah,
Chris.
I did not
God
follow.
damn.
I don't know what was so cool about that story, bro. But you know what, Alex? So hold on, let me dissect this one because I think I'm just confused by it. So basically, Kyle
Nope.
Shanahan called the play.
I'm done. I am.
Guys, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was something. I have nothing else
Okay.
for you. I am done with my Cowboys corner. I just cannot wait to start seeing what we actually have to offer this year. I can't wait to see game 1, September something, somewhere and somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably.
I don't even know where shit's playing at.
It's probably September. It's either the 7th or the 14th. It's probably the 7th.
Okay. Either way or not, I'm fucking ready.
No, the 7th is the Lions and the Chiefs. That's the kickoff.
You
Alright.
you telling me the Lions and Chiefs are playing game 1?
I'm telling you, the Lions and the
It's gonna be a
Chiefs are game
massacre.
1.
Could you
in
have gotten a
Arrowhead.
worse game to play game 1 for the fucking
No.
Lions?
No, that's the best game.
Oh my god.
Last year's was
That's the
so much
best
better. The Rams and the Bills.
That was a great game.
Yeah,
That
you're
was a
giving the
really good
fucking
game.
Lions, the Chiefs. Game
No,
1.
not that it's a bad game. I think it's a good. I'm just talking about for like
No,
the Lions
not a good
themselves.
game.
No, because here's the thing. The Lions just need to go out there and show that they can match up with the Chiefs, you know? I'm just saying.
Okay.
You
I
guys
have a
laugh.
prediction right now.
No
Oh,
laughing.
what?
I'm
What
not
is going to
laughing.
determine Chris's attitude for the entire season? If they halfway compete against the Chiefs, he's gonna be riding all season.
No,
all
No,
day.
no.
They go out there
No,
and
no.
get fucked. He's gonna say this is a losing season. We're in a rebuilding year.
Why the
Dan
fuck did we
Campbell's
sign
gone.
Jared Goff?
It's gonna be 3 weeks in, and he's literally gonna have a shit show like he did last season.
Okay. I will tell you this. When I say it's okay if we lose as long as we contend, I'm saying like you gotta be within a scoring possession
What? Okay, so you want a 7-point game at the bare
at
minimum?
most.
He's
So,
like,
yeah,
Well,
anything less than
bro,
that is good
they lose
enough.
by 8. Fucking
Just
season's
speaking
over.
of the whole
Yeah.
game, why don't we just get
I'm
into the Lions?
Throwing my jersey away. No, I understand that week is probably going to be a loss, but with how strong we finished and how much hype there's been going into this offseason and everything, they got to come out strong. So
You know-
might as well go against the Chiefs and see what we really got.
And Chris, just take it us with the Lions then, since you're already on this high about them.
Yeah.
And you're already all googly eyed. I can see it all over your
Okay.
face.
You know right before you go on Lions, and you know what I missed? I kind of missed doing our like new team Survivors Island thing that we never finished because the Lions started doing so good.
Yeah, I didn't want to like ruin it.
So maybe if they start doing bad again this year, we start it up again.
We started up again to get them to get their
Yep.
shit together.
Get their
You already
shit
have some
together.
cancellations. So eventually, by like year 4, Chris is going to have a true backup team,
Yeah.
a team he can root for when the Lions disappoint him.
I will tell you, it's going to be weird this year to only have the Lions and not have Tom Brady. I'm going to have to figure something else out, I guess.
Can you pick
I mean,
it?
I'm joining an extra fantasy league, so there's that. But going to the Lions, there's mixed things in training camp. Jameson Williams, who you guys know I love to talk
Oh my
about, he. I knew you guys would laugh at me for bringing him up, but he's had a lot of drop passes so far.
But is he fast?
but he's fast. And
Okay.
today a video came out where he burned Cam Sutton for a deep ball from Goff that and resulted in a touchdown. And I kept watching it over and over because not because I'm like, oh my God, it's it's training camp. It's because when you watch him, yeah, he burned him, but you can tell with the way he's running that he is like going 75%. Like, so it's like, holy shit, like imagine him full speed. Like
Imagine.
he is the
He
next
literally was
cheetah.
doing that exact thing. He said he
I was like,
wasn't
oh
doing
man,
just with a concept in his mind of what he
What?
wanted.
no,
Oh,
I
look how
wasn't
fast
freaking
he
out
is.
about the video. I was freaking out about his
His
potential
speed,
top speed.
No, but
which
you
is
were
in the video.
technically freaking out
Yeah,
about the video
fair.
about.
Whatever, guys. You're splitting hairs that I don't have.
Oh,
So
Oh man.
that's the Jameson Williams update. Obviously we talked last time CJGJ went down, but it sounds like it's going to be a pretty minor injury. He shouldn't miss any time for the season or anything. And then other than that, I mean, it sounds like Amon Ross St. Brown is catching every single ball that comes his way. Just having a beast camp right now. So I'm excited about that. Jameer Gibbs is lining up, catching balls as a receiver and running out of the backfield. So, I mean, I don't really have too much to say on the Lions camp other than things seem to be going in the right direction. And
they
I
said
can't
he's
wait
really
to.
smart. Gibbs.
You what? Oh, yeah.
Gibbs. They said he's really smart. I watched like a little film on like the video on him that he was calling like plays and what this was and why that make.
Yeah. That like I understand why Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes wanted him. And I'm actually most excited about seeing him this year.
So, on a scale from like 1 to 10, where are you like riding the Lions wiener?
You're full erect, half
It's
chub,
10 being
full
okay.
erect.
Like you're full on
Like you're in there.
like
You're
swimwear.
doing it. You're doing the work.
I would say that right now I'm feeling like I'm a 7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still room.
Still room for improvement.
But I'm pretty excited.
Football hasn't started yet. Wait till
Yeah.
I'm gonna say week 2.
Wait, no. Wait till
after.
Thursday when
Oh.
football starts, just tomorrow, when football actually starts up again, and he sees a team play that's gonna play all their backups, and he's like, Lions are better.
Oh, we could totally
We could
smash those fourth stringers.
beat them.
Those guys that aren't even going to make the team, we could destroy them.
I can't watch preseason for that reason. I hate that, bro.
Well,
It's so
specifically, honestly, the Hall of Fame game is extra brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It's never good.
It's on a shitty field, a shitty area.
Steelers were in the Hall of Fame game last year.
Yeah, you know they played.
I'm so glad that you said that, Justin, because the game is played in Ohio.
I know, can.
Dude, Ohio is probably is 100% the worst state in America.
You guys haven't even ever. Chris has been there. You have not been there, Alex.
I don't have to go
Actually,
there.
I am excited about something in Ohio. Cedar Point is revamping one of their most iconic roller coasters to be even crazier. And I need to go back just for that.
Honestly, you keep talking about Cedar Point a lot. It makes me want to go there. Can we just like etch out that part? Can we make it like, you know how like Washington, D.C. is like in the middle of Virginia, but it's not Virginia? Can we do that with
it's like Virginia, Maryland?
Yeah. Can we do that with like Cedar Point where like it's just not a part of Ohio?
I mean, it's kind of on a peninsula in Lake Erie, so like it could be its own thing, sure.
Okay, cool. I'm down. I'm not a fan of Ohio. I'm not an OHIO kind of guy.
Like I said, you have not even made a
I don't
since you want to
need
be still
guys.
opinionated right now. How about you talk about your Steelers?
Yeah, baby.
Clock in.
I'm clocked in, baby. I'm clocked in, rocked in, baby. We've got by far the best wide receiver in the world. And I love his attitude. I love his way that he said it. He is catching a lot of balls. He's catching some freak balls in training camp. And by God damn it, he might be just the best wide receiver in the world. We don't know. He was a rookie last year. We don't know. And he became like the number one guy towards the end. So we don't know how good he can actually be. We've got an above average quarterback throwing balls to him. We've got an above average offensive line. We've got one best wide receiver in the world and another guy who needs to learn how to catch some touchdowns. And then we've got a stellar defense. So this could be our year. I don't know. I think we get a chip, or it's like just sell the house.
Wow.
What?
You make the Steelers sound so beautiful. They sound like an above average team.
They are an above average team. They're not great, but greatness, but great teams.
Kenny Pickett for above average. He's not above average. He's average or below.
Nope, he's above average.
No, he's not.
He is above average.
Bro, where was he ranked?
Not according to those
I know
rankings.
the Madden ratings. 73. Yeah. 73. They'll be mad about it. They'll be mad about it by the end of the year.
Top 10, top quarterbacks. He would be in the late 20s.
That's what people think. That's what people want. That's what he wants you to think.
That's what
he's trying to play mind games. He was a rookie, bro.
So
rookie. He's going to do better than Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Desmond Ridder. He's going to do better than all of them motherfuckers this year.
This year?
This
you
year.
had to throw in this year? Why'd you say this year, Alex? Aren't you that confident?
We can go career too. He'll be better than him in the career.
Okay. I love bagging you just in corners. You want to put some money on it, bro?
Stop trying to bet. Everyone want to. How come when Chris or hold on? How come when Chris or Justin says something, it's perfect. That's just them being fans. But when I say something, it's let's put some money on it.
We're not delusional. That's why we're realistic.
I'm not delusional. Unrealistic. Have you heard Christopher talk about his team? It's half delusion, half I'm in a cult. It's all delusion.
Deep down knows they suck. He deep down knows that something's going to happen and ruin it for him. You don't.
I don't have that luxury. I don't have not having a losing season in 16 years is really hard to have like any kind of doubt in your team. You know what I mean?
That's the problem though, is at what point is it just not enough to just not have a losing season?
You wouldn't know.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying like
you wouldn't.
That's know. Like what you just said though is like what Jim Irsay said when he was like, since the year 2000, we're fourth best in the league as far as placement goes, average, and it's like, what?
Yeah,
what does that actually mean? Listen, like, at what point is it not okay to just be at least 500? At what point is it like, okay, Tomlin, you got to win another one, or it's time we move on?
The thing is, this is the thing.
Tell us the thing.
Yeah, you fire Tomlin, okay? In your scenario, you fire Tomlin, okay? Who the fuck you get that is going to give you the caliber of coach of Tomlin?
I'm not saying fire Tomlin. I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm just simply asking.
Yeah.
At what point is it just not enough?
That's the question. I think it goes back to the Belichick question. I know that they're two different. Like one has a bunch of Super Bowls, one has two, one has one.
And a lot of their fans are already like, get Bill out of here.
Yeah. And so it's like Tomlin has never had that though. He's only won one ring in 16 years. So it's not like he's like bringing in rings. But we've never really had the get Tomlin out of there kind of chant.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, he is like the ultimate player coach.
And Steeler fans are loyal as fuck to their coaches. You've only had what, like a total of 5?
We've had 3 head coaches since 1964 or something like that.
Just crazy to think about.
It's ridiculous.
And at the end of the day, the only reason why the Steelers didn't win more was because there was a little man called Tom Brady with Bill Belichick that stopped a lot of Super Bowl opportunities. Now, arguably, the AFC could have been one of the most. It was probably some of the most competitive in the early 2000s to the late 2000s, early 2010s, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Right back at it.
Yeah, that was a fun time to be. I mean, it is still now, but that was a fun time to be a Steelers, Patriots, Colts, Ravens, like fan. Just those teams were so good for like 10 plus years. Just
Yeah.
and it was always going to be those 4 teams in the mix at the end, which was always
Which
fun.
now we have those teams. They're called the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals. Who else goes on for your? I don't
Who
know.
else?
That's it.
It's not really like it's those 3 teams that you're like, yep, this is going to be it. And then the Eagles now.
Well, the NFC, I feel like, has always been inconsistent.
Yeah,
The
you can never.
NFC has years. Like the Green Packers would be okay. You can okay, so the Packers will always be in because they got A-Rod, right? And then well, I guess when Tom Brady went, we got that.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I mean,
That
like
was
there's
short.
never I think the one difference is they have a lot more defenses on the NFC and not a lot of good as offenses. Because when we talk about all those AFC teams, talk about leaders, right? Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, things like that.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, like kids, he's elite. Is he elite? Is he elite? I
He
know.
won a Super Bowl, so
But when you go think about the like NFC, it's like, well, I mean, at one point it was Jared Goff,
Yeah.
right? And Matthew Stafford maybe some years, but Aaron Rodgers really the one dominant one. I mean, Dak is his most recently, but I mean, it's still like they're not scared
Hurts
of
is
Dak
now
in the
coming up.
playoffs, right? Hurts, they're a little bit more fearful of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it wasn't like Matt Ryan, maybe. It depends.
Kurt Warner for a minute.
Like, that's long.
That was a while ago, though.
So you
I'm
haven't
just
had that,
talking,
like,
bro.
well, like, I mean, technically, he's
Carson
talking about like in
Palmer.
the era of which we were talking about in the era of which Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, all them played. You were right.
Oh, true.
He was in that same time period. So it's just crazy to think about that. That's why we don't have more Super Bowls. We can't get rid of Tomlin. I think he is an identity for
No.
no.
I love
And
Tomlin.
it'll
Actually,
be
he's like the only thing I like about the Steelers.
It'll be not offended. It'll be a big day when Tomlin. I'm guessing Tomlin will have to retire because that's kind of what happens to our coaches.
Hey, buddy, it's your time to retire. Okay.
It kind of does because, what's his name? Bill Cowher retired.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name before him? I fucking blank it out of time. It was in the 60s. What the fuck was his name?
I
What?
don't know. I was gonna say I only grew up on
Mick
Coward
Jim,
and
can you look that up for me, please?
Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll. That's right. Yeah. Chuck
How
Noll.
do you forget Chuck Noll?
Jam.
I don't know, dude. I just forgot it. It was Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin. And that was probably the last, 60, 70 years? Like, this doesn't. It's been a fucking long time since we've had. Anyway, that's not those 3 coaches.
But talking about the Steelers and Pickens being the best receiver, he can't be the best receiver if he doesn't have a good quarterback throwing him the ball.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, hold on. Can I
That's not
finish
true.
my statement? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, shut
Go
up. Okay. First off, if he had like a Rodgers throwing to him, if he had a Mahomes, think about how much of
A Jared Goff.
And honestly, they only have that one player. Deontay Johnson, I'm so sorry. I hate on him because he cannot catch a fucking football. You say every game I watch the Steelers for you, Alex. He drops the ball in all these clutch scenarios. When you just have Pickens and Fairmouth,
That's Slim Pickens.
That's Slim Pickens.
Dude, Freiermuth is a fucking man, bro.
Oh, so I mean, dude, honestly,
Top 5 tight end
I
in the
hope one
league.
day you do see past this delusion of Kenny Pickett and just hope you find somebody in the future.
I don't.
There's a couple good players that I'd be looking at or trading for, maybe potentially.
Listen. If you're the starting quarterback of my team, I will be delusional. Until we get another starting quarterback, I will be delusional for that guy. That is the kind of
hope that he's not going to be the guy.
Listen, listen. If you think that he's not going to be that guy, the thing is, if you think he's not going to be that guy, then what fun is it to root for your team? What fun? Well, hold on.
A lot of people. Joe Flacco probably wasn't that at one point for people.
Yeah, right? But he was. But he still won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, barely. And he wasn't anything at that time.
Yeah, but then he had some good years. They had some good. They had some good rivalries. Yeah, but you gotta like, okay, Dak has his flaws. You back Dak like it's fucking you again, him against fucking the world.
Just me and Dak.
Yeah, literally.
He's just a good person, and I like him. And
No, I
yeah,
like Dak too. I like Dak. I think if Dak was a Steelers quarterback, I would be just as enthusiastic about him as you are. But you know,
I'd be delusional.
I'd be overly delusional, you know. But hey, listen, I'm gonna be my
Yeah.
delusional self.
If you think he's happy with Kenny Pickett never having his balls touch the ground, just wait to see how ecstatic he would be to see
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Oh my god, I would be
That
like,
was funny. Good one.
I'd be like stoked. I would be but you know, I have to stand by my team. I have to believe that Kenny Pickett is the right choice because who else we got? Mitch
Again, being
Trubisky.
a middleman in all of this,
Yeah,
would
you
you
do
say
have him.
Alex is the most delusional? Chris is the most overhyped. What would you say I would be?
I'm delusional. Chris is overhyped. You are
Over easy.
no,
Over
I don't. I
I
was
would
just
say
trying to think of
I would
another
say
over.
I would say that you take your team's moves. I'm ecstatic with every move that we get. Chris is on like the oh no
I'm
man, or
skeptical. I
this
would
is gonna be the yeah, you are skeptical about every you'll be like, we just signed Christian McCaffrey. I don't know if this is gonna help our team. I think it's going to. I don't know if he's gonna fit in
No,
the
my brain would go,
system.
he's gonna get injured. He's gonna get injured. We're
No,
never gonna
yeah,
see him.
yeah. But then if
the
if Justin got him, bro, he would be like, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. But now we got to see if the coaches can use him correctly. We got to make sure that Mike McCarthy puts him in the system correct. Can he fit our system? And it'd be like, Justin, you just signed fucking Christian McCaffrey. I don't. It doesn't matter if he can fit your system. Yeah,
I'm fucking dead.
you are you are more of a skeptic about your team than fucking Chris, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Well, we always are successfully
That's
losers.
fair.
We get really successful and then we suck.
It's weird to think that you are more skeptical in your team than Chris, but it's true because Chris is, like you said, he overhypes or underhypes something. He
People
got
hate on the
CJ.
Cowboys, so I have to be a
Yeah.
little bit med, right? They don't hate on the Lions. It's not like anybody's like, "Oh, I hate those damn Lions." Or Lions are suck, or
Yeah,
they're
no,
this or that.
yeah, they do
Right?
suck, but
Oh no, a lot of people say the Lions suck.
Well, they do.
But you're right. They don't get
they're
like
in agreement.
they don't get like hatred.
yeah,
Hatred.
Steelers
We're
fans don't
not
either.
the biggest gay bar and stuff like that. You know, everybody makes fun of AT&T like that. They're just so shitty. I hate them. You ever heard that? I got tagged in the thing by Riley like forever ago that said
Wait,
like the world's biggest
that
gay bar, and then
AT&T is the
AT&T.
biggest gay bar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
I've seen
hella
that.
funny.
all Cowboy fans. I hate it.
No, honestly, out of all the teams, the Cowboys definitely have the most like hateful
I don't
memes and shit out there.
maybe like because it did not happen in our time, but I have no idea. I don't understand why. Like it did not happen in our
We
growing
titled
up.
ourselves America's team, and we
Mm.
dominated a lot of the '90s. And I believe there was another era too. I can't remember.
Tom Landry, I believe, had his best success
The
as coach in the 60s.
'60s.
Yeah, well, because the team was formed in 60. And then
Yeah,
And
you
was
look that
it
up for
I think late 60s was when he had most of his success.
when it was formed? Were
Roger
they
saw
like right off the gate? America's team, right off the gate.
I don't think the first couple years, but I mean they quickly grew in popularity. And then Tom Landry, and them winning a few Super Bowls, I think two, that got them big popularity. So then,
Mm,
yeah, right then and there, they were top of the league. And
Maybe
then you have the other eras, the 70s, the 80s, where other teams came to like prominence, like the Steelers and whatnot. But I think
it's whatever. It's
the
whatever.
90s really cemented them as quote unquote America's team.
Mm.
And then
Is that when they
I
did
think
their
the
whole
hate
like?
they get is from 2000 onward, where
Tony
they
Romo.
haven't been the 90s, but they still get treated like they are as far as the TV time, the attention the NFL gives them, the attention ESPN and other places get them. That I think
I'm
is
gonna be
where a
honest
lot
with
of the
you.
hatred comes from.
You
So in the late 60s, starting in the late 60s, we actually went to like 66, we lost the NFL championship to the Packers. But like even in 1978, we lost the Super Bowl versus the Steelers. So I mean like we dominated from like the whole 10-year span.
Whoa, let's read
And
what Miss
then
Jam says.
dominated again from 90.
In the 1978 season, the NFL Films put together highlights package for each team, and they had the name each film. And for the Cowboys 1978 season, they called it America's Team. Probably
I
in
did not know
large
that.
part because the quarterback Roger Staubach was nicknamed Captain America.
Because he was
Makes
he
sense.
served.
Thank you
served-
for the quick information, McJam. That was nice.
Yeah,
That was actually super helpful.
That was. And then
I didn't think they were coined that back then.
78, man, that makes sense with Roger Staubach. But that's when they did their whole and they like
But dude,
the
even the
fucking
80s, we were good. We were good all the way up until 1982. Like 1982, we lost the NFC Championship to the Redskins. And
Yep,
then we weren't good
Jerry
again.
Jones eventually bought the team and fired Tom Landry and brought in Jimmy Johnson.
And in 1991, we lost the divisional playoffs against the Lions, but 1992 we beat the Bills in the Super Bowl and then went back to back.
the Lions, bro.
Lost
go.
in the championship the following year, then won against the Steelers, and that's the last time we won.
Over 30 years ago.
ago.
And we literally had Tom Landry for a long ass time, Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, and then it was just been people. And then now we have Mike McCarthy. But yeah,
Mike
I know
McCarthy.
it's a lot of hate. We do get a lot of hate.
It's okay though. A lot of hate has been given. You know who's experiencing a lot of hate right now? I don't know who's experiencing more, if it's Jim Irsay or if it's I don't even know the running back's name.
Jonathan Taylor.
Thank you so much. I blanked his name.
I think Irsay is getting probably more, but they're both getting a lot.
Yeah, they're getting. I mean, because so is there or isn't there a back problem? What's up?
There's not.
There's not.
Well,
So then, well,
Jonathan Taylor is claiming he never said any of that.
this is what I'm saying. So because I know that Irsay said there's a back problem, and then he said,
yeah, I think he did say that.
yeah, and then Irsay said there's a back problem, and then Jonathan Taylor tweeted no back problem. No one said something. Who's your sources? Something like that, right? Something to that.
Well, and the team was like rumored to be putting him on the non-football injury list, which would mean that not only would they not have to pay him this year, his contract would be frozen until next year.
So
even though this is the last year in his contract, it would make next year the last year in his contract, and then they could still tag him on top of that.
So was this like a ploy? Was this a ploy by the Colts to try to get him?
I think so. I think it was a hey, we're not backing down type of deal.
Won't back down.
What happens with that? Who are you? Who's happy? What
Yeah.
Are you gonna even be able to mend your relationship after this? No.
No.
Why do all this?
And
so you might as well trade him and get stuff for him.
Well, the thing is, you've got Dalvin Cook, you've got Zeke Elliott, and now Jonathan Taylor. Like, no one wants these running backs,
which is crazy. And Dalvin Cook, I think people do want him. It's just how much are you willing to pay?
He's injured
because he's been visiting teams.
It's
not like there hasn't been interest.
I understand,
and
but
then Zeke just had his first visit with the Patriots.
But it's crazy to think that it's been probably over a month since these people have even got signed. Like they got cut, and then they're still free agents. Like 10 years ago, you would never see a Dalvin Cook or a Zeke Elliott. Even Zeke Elliott past his prime, still out there on free agency.
They say Zeke might back to the Cowboys too.
I heard that actually
on an easier deal.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
Show your hand.
But
he'd be a really good backup. It's a great problem to have.
I mean, yeah, you got Zeke as a backup.
He's a hard-nosed runner, so you just put him in goal line situations where I think Tony Pollard more stretches the field.
Mm-hmm. And then you have this like scenario now where you're Jonathan Taylor, you're young, you haven't got paid yet, right? No, so it's like
what this whole thing's about.
Yeah,
really.
so you haven't got paid yet. You could, if you got on the non-football, whatever, franchise tag him. It's 2-3 years. Now you're past your prime. So it's like no one's.
And they're not going to pay you then either.
And then what team you go to, are they even going to want to pay you? Right? Like, do they just pick up?
Who else is mad?
Yeah. So It's weird. It's weird. So it's like, yes, you need to like figure that out. But AR-15, I know I bragged on him a lot. It's kind of looking good in minicamp.
He's looking good.
Yeah, I was, hey, they keep it up and go into some games and win some games. But yo, I was maybe a little wrong to call you because I had flashbacks of Malik Willis when the Pittsburgh Steelers wanted to draft him off of like a highlight reel.
Oh
And I
yeah,
thought
that's
it was
right.
the same. Yeah, I thought it was the same thing, but it wasn't. It's good.
Coming,
Hey,
that's what they think.
yeah, and so, but hey, he's that 160-yard throw where it just looked like he went like this,
He just tossed it, bro.
and
It
you're
was
just like,
what
you're like,
the fuck?
how did you throw that 60 yards when you just like flicked
Yeah.
your wrist? Yeah. So I mean, hey, but does he have good football? So now it comes down to, can you play? Right? He obviously didn't do the best at Florida. Now, is that Florida's problem or is that your problem? Right? Was that a combination? Was that the scheme didn't fit right? Now, are the Colts going to be able to make the
I thought
scheme
the
fit
Colts have a
right?
whole new head coaching team too, or like staff. I don't know who they're because they had Jeff Saturday last year. Remember? I know he's
Yeah.
not good.
The boys
No,
did
they
not.
hired the OC from
Eagles.
Philly.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, I
I
could not
keep
tell you
forgetting
his
his name.
name. Could you look that up, McJam? Yeah, I could not tell you his name. He's the nerdy white dude. That's all I know.
No, well, I
Nice.
thought that was the defensive coordinator that the Cardinals hired.
It was it the defense? No, that's right. The defense coordinator that
Yeah,
Cardinals hired, a fucking
yeah,
nerdy
he's the
white dude.
dork.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dork white dude.
Shane Steichen.
yeah, Steichen. That's right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the one who's coaching the Colts,
yeah, yeah.
and
Okay.
No,
he was the OC.
yeah, the Cardinals and that nerdy
So it'd
ass.
be cool to
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
he does after he just got done working with Jalen Hurts, and we saw
Mhm.
how good
Who's
Hurts did.
who's wrong in this situation? Is the
Both.
Colts GM or is it for Jonathan Taylor?
I think it's almost Jonathan Taylor's like trying to save his ass. Not save his ass, but trying to save his money. Like, hey, don't like push me around. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna fight. Like, because it's not cool to do that if there's no injury. Right now, if there was an injury,
Well, basically, Jonathan Taylor was trying to get a contract,
mhm.
and they weren't going to do it. And he had and this was when other running backs, like you were saying, were getting talked about, like Dalvin and Zeke, and what are you worth? And he came out with some comments about like how important certain running backs are to their team's success and whatnot. And then shortly after, Jim Irsay was interviewed, and he went off on running backs wanting this talk of running backs wanting to have different pay structure and different things, and how it goes against their CBA that they already negotiated and all this. And so basically, even though he never mentioned Jonathan Taylor and he was talking running backs in general, came across like a huge slap towards Jonathan Taylor. And then that's when it came out that Jonathan Taylor wanted to be traded and all this, and the back injury. And so both parties are in the wrong, I feel like. Jonathan Taylor, you still have one more year in a contract. You shouldn't really be like, trade me and all that. But at the same time, it's like, you are a pretty vital piece to that offense.
Yeah.
They
Especially with the
would
new quarterback coming in.
be trash without you, especially with a rookie QB, and like, you're not getting any respect.
Mhm.
And you're in your prime now. You're not going to be in your prime when they don't pay you the next 3 years.
That's
So I
that's how the
understand both sides.
feeling. Yeah, that's where like Jonathan Taylor's almost like, I need insurance almost to like back myself up and not get in this corner where I'm paid this money.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I get it. That's especially in his case scenario, it's shitty, but he just came off an injury too.
He did just came off injury.
So it's hard. And it was a serious injury, wasn't it?
Um,
It was a
I
knee.
can't
I
remember.
think he missed
He missed most of last season.
like 10 games. Yeah.
You know who you know who we're talking about two iffy situations. Let's talk about a really good guy in Aaron Rodgers, and took a pay cut for the Jets, huh? A little Brady-esque.
Yep. And it sounds like he's already committing to playing more than just this year.
He said that it would have been like almost like irresponsible for him to have them trade all that stuff away for 1 year, basically.
Right.
That's what he's saying, right? Hey, I know you hate him. I'm a big Rodgers stan.
I wouldn't say hate. Hate's a strong word.
I know you
But
dislike him.
Really didn't like him.
yeah,
It's not Kirk Cousins level of hate,
but I
but
actually
like
like
it's
that.
not.
I like that move.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kirk Cousins I hate. I'm just kidding.
maybe it'll be like me and Brady. I became a Brady fan when he moved to Tampa. Maybe you can join the Rodgers fan club and become a Rodgers fan while he's on the Jets.
Well, I can tell you right now, his play on the field, he's fun to watch. It's more just, is he going to be a douchebag when he's
No,
interviewed and different things?
mm-mm,
That's what's
mm-mm,
going to be my hang up.
You just hate his personality.
Yeah, just be with me.
Really
Hey,
despise his personality.
I
But
love
like,
it.
I think the Jets are gonna be fun. Jets are a team I'm excited to watch this season. Like, I
Yeah.
want to watch them play because I think they would be a fun team to watch.
They were honestly fun to watch last year with the quarterback fiasco and fucking White coming in and killing it for a game and a half, and
Then
then
you watch Zach Wilson throw
Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson maybe not killing it on the field, but absolutely destroying it off the field. But like, hey,
Mom, watch out, lock it up. It's that
watch
season,
out,
baby.
man. Hey,
He's got a lot of time to focus on that this year.
Yeah, he does.
Obviously next year.
But speaking of tomorrow's game, it's the first time that Deshaun Watson takes like a full season. And I know you love quarterbacks. I know you love Deshaun Watson. Both you guys. I think he's your ultimate favorite quarterback.
I hate him. He's probably my least favorite. He is my least favorite quarterback in the NFL.
I honestly like I go into each season with some different hopes outside of the Lions. Obviously, I have my Lions hopes and I have my league hopes. And I honestly just hope that Deshaun sucks. And not only just because I dislike him, but I think it would just be funny because of what Cleveland put up to get him. That it'd be so funny that he just absolutely should.
I hope that he throws more interceptions than Kenny Pickett. And I can just rub it in your guys' face.
Yeah, we know you hope that, Alex.
Why are you gonna rub it? Of course
you would hope that.
I just like Deshaun Watson. You can just count it now. The Browns will lose every game this year on my draft, on my picks every single week.
And this is why
just lock it in.
Top first, bro. This is why you are dead last most weeks.
See, listen, I pick with my heart and I still beat Chris most of the time. I don't understand it.
Well, Chris, love Chris. He makes some wild decisions sometimes based off of love too.
Okay, well, guess what, guys? I'm gonna clean house this year in the week. Just wait.
I just hope
I've been studying
because there's most weeks where I just destroyed Joe.
Whoa. We have a newcomer this year though. McJam will be making predictions. He'll have a full season under his belt this year.
So I think we need
you can't get last anymore.
Prize
Chris.
For the winner.
Yep.
What do you mean? You can still come in last?
No, you can't get last anymore.
How?
I mean, you can, but like you should be able to.
Adding another person to this does not stop me from coming in last.
Yeah, yay! Good job, Alex. You're so awesome, bro.
Okay. What's our
You're so smart. Hey, it may not have been an Alexism, but
we have to come up with.
Was it pretty close?
It was pretty close. We have to come up with a winner and a loser.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. We need a prize for the winner and a punishment for the ultimate loser.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know who the ultimate loser is this year? Anybody that didn't make it in the top 100.
Bro, you were so slow. I have to tell you this. Sometimes when you go to talk, you're like, there's silence.
I'm trying to think in my head. Because I start the transition without knowing where it's gonna go. So it's like transition starts here.
Oh, we're watching.
I've been in situations where I know you're just talking without thinking.
Yes. So anybody that's not in the top 100, I couldn't even tell you. I know that a couple people made the top 100. I know that Mr. CD Lamb made the top 35 or something like that.
Well, I don't know where we left off last time.
We
I
left
can't
off.
remember.
We left off 90. That was the only thing that came
Yeah,
out.
we're
100 to 90.
barely
We
into
were
it.
barely in.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
I
remember,
don't
They've been dropping 10 a day.
yeah, like remember when I was like,
Okay.
oh, maybe they'll drop one a week, 10 a week, and no, it's been literally
10 a day.
I think
10 a
maybe
day.
we just like talk about some ones that maybe like caught our attention, ones that we thought were like
I don't
really
even know who made it,
because there's
so
so many people.
keep it up.
Okay. Well, right now,
I mean,
Kirk Cousins is at 42.
hell yeah,
That
Yeah.
is such horseshit.
above
He
Jared
moved up
Goff.
57 spots.
He
has
moved up
one of the
57 spots.
He
had
moved
Jamar Chase
up.
at 39.
Jamar Chase at 39. That's low. Well, do you know how hard it is to not be a Bengals fan?
Oh, I know. They're a fun
He
team.
jumped
They're a
a
fun
lot.
team to
He jumped
watch.
34.
Who?
CD.
I told you top 35. Look at me, bro. Look at me.
He's 34.
34.
Nick Chubb was 4, and they put him at 29.
That's a little bit
Why
ridiculous.
did they drop him
made
so
top
bad?
25. I think he's farther back,
Who?
bro. He had a horrible season.
Who?
Derrick Henry.
Above Nick Chubb?
Yeah. No way.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I mean, it's not like, Nick Chubb's gotten 4 years in a row with 1,000+ yards, but hey, who am I?
Sauce Gardner is at 23. AJ Brown did
Wow.
not make it the year before. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can
Well,
believe
he
that.
didn't really do much on the Titans.
Yeah, he was kind of honestly thinking back to that trade, it kind of makes sense. I understand that they kind of got the shit end of the stick, but thinking back to who AJ Brown was on the Titans with
Well,
Tannehill
before
throwing
the
him
Titans,
the ball.
then it was AJ Brown.
Yeah. And now to see him like peak, it's crazy.
I don't understand. I think this is still too high. Is that 82 is Tua. Bro is dead half of the season.
Whoa. What? Not dead. Concussed. Maybe not dead.
Basically, bro, like he was not who he was. Like 82, that's kind of high, I think.
It is
But
a
your
little
Hutchinson
high.
that's
made at
high for
88.
Tua.
Hutchinson. That's so. What's hella funny is Hutchinson made it at 88, and Chris was like, "Oh, they don't put them rookies too high on the top 100." Sauce Gardner at
What
fucking
the fuck are you trying to
26.
mimic, bro?
Well, I would say that's pretty high. for
Sauce
him,
Gardner,
too.
yeah, Sauce Gardner is really
Yeah.
high. Like, I
Like,
understand he
I'm not
was-
saying he ain't gonna be there one day, but like, come on, can you really say that right now? Out of the entire league,
Well, he's like,
No,
come
he's
on.
Sauce?
literally top
Sauce is the second
3.
coming of fucking Darrell Revis. Yes, I
Whoa,
think he's
I don't
not
know about
good.
that.
Yeah,
One
we want to. I need
season-
to see it. I
yeah,
need to
one
see it.
season. I
He
mean, like,
did,
but
That's
no, it was
one
one
year.
season. Like,
bro.
Darrell Revis was
Okay,
dominant
all
for
you have to
10
do it
years.
again. He literally had. Oh my. Okay.
Darrell Revis literally had an island named after him. That's how good he was.
I said
Revis
potential.
Island. Do you remember that?
Potential.
Yeah, potential is 100%.
I know Revis Island. The one that makes me laugh is Dalvin Cook's on here, but he's not even. He's a free agent, so he's technically a top 100 player. But I had no one.
That's
to
what
sign.
this is what I'm saying. Dalvin
No.
Cook is a top 100 player in the players'
How far are
eyes.
they up to?
They're all the
21.
way up to 21.
Who's 21?
Austin Eckler.
Too high.
No.
Higher than
Yes.
Chubb? Higher
I
than
think
Chubb?
he's higher. I think Chubb should be higher. I
What the
think
fuck?
Austin Eckler should be still in the 20s, but I don't think like
I
that.
think the only person that should be ranked higher than Nick Chubb is Christian McCaffrey as a running back.
Okay, I think when they release the full 100, before we come on for whatever pod that is, we take
It'll
that
be
100.
next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
Thanks.
be right.
You make it seem we just clarified they drop a 10 a day, and you're like, whatever that is. What the
Whenever
fuck?
that is, mark your calendars. But we'll each come up with our own top 100. We don't have to do 100. That's a lot. But we can do
Top 20.
top 25.
Top 20.
Top
okay,
25.
That's fine. Top 100. Yeah. Okay. Steelers. How many people
We're gonna
on the
agree
Steelers?
on,
53?
the top. Let's be honest. We're probably gonna all agree on whatever the top 10 is.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
So, well, yeah, among others, 9 to be exact.
Nope.
It's after that that I think it gets a lot more subjective.
Yeah, after Patrick Mahomes, it's definitely Jared Allen. Doesn't play in the league
Well,
anymore.
we're talking about top players. And can we talk about all these top players that are getting injured in training camp, like a bunch of babies?
Yeah. Happens every year, it feels like the non-contact or like the
No matter what they do, it's a physical game. Like
light play.
you're gonna get hurt. Like the one that sucks is Joey B.
Yeah.
With a calf, like, bro, what?
Yeah, like did it even was it non-contact? Like it just happened?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
literally running on a play.
It's crazy. How long is he supposed to be out for, did they say?
No.
I think it's his meniscus, if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm sorry, I could be thinking of Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, that's
Jalen Ramsey has a meniscus
I was
issue.
I was about to say a
Uh,
calf turned into a
No, he
meniscus
just
injury.
has a calf.
What the
He just has a
fuck?
calf strain. And it sounds like he's not going to miss any time.
Yeah,
Cool.
he just has a calf strain. That's it.
Cooper Cup with a hamstring? Is he ever gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
I'll
he
do
ever
some-
gonna be
Oh, hamstring? Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh,
healthy?
that's where you talked about money getting paid, right? Like he's injured and just got injured again. And that's not
Mhm.
even the season.
Yeah,
Poor
it
Matthew
sucks.
Stafford, he's gonna have no one to throw to.
He's gonna have to look elsewhere on the field instead of
I think they
high
get
fucking
beat
Cooper.
up, bro.
Who's even on that team that he can throw to?
Okay.
Well, Allen Robinson is now with you guys.
I know. I know. Big guy, big boy. Come to daddy.
What?
You don't like
I
Allen
like that
Robinson?
trade.
Oh,
I like the trade. Allen Robinson's washed up.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He could literally get a decent receiver for like a second round, third round pick, fourth round pick, or something like that. It's like, well, I don't know, man. That fourth round pick could have been fucking Dak Prescott.
Bro, Allen Robinson's washed up. He won't do anything.
That's what you say now.
No, I did. I'm saying
And
it.
then when he catches at least more touchdowns than Johnson caught all last year, you'll be talking words that you want him on your team.
Deontay Johnson can't catch touchdowns. So yeah, for sure he's probably gonna do that. He'll at least do something. Maybe catch two. That's all he needs, right? To be Deontay Johnson.
He needs one. No, one.
Bro, see if that's how easy it is. But okay, and I don't know if you heard this one, but Chris, you know who Tim Patrick is?
Tim Pat. Yeah, didn't he also get hurt?
Bro, Achilles for the second year in a row.
But isn't it the other one though? Or is it the same one?
No idea. I just can't believe same injury.
Yeah,
Literally
that does suck.
same next year.
That's heartbreaking.
And Alex didn't know who he was. He said, "Who?
I know who Tim Patrick was. I don't know who the fuck
You know
that
what
guy
team
is.
he's on, Chris?"
He's on a Florida team, isn't he?
No,
I think he's on the
No.
Chargers, bro. I think that's what.
no.
Oh,
No,
You guys
he's
are
not on the Chargers.
who the fuck is Tim
Broncos,
Patrick?
bro. He's a Broncos wide receiver.
Oh,
Oh, now you know.
my bad.
I
For
still
some
don't
reason,
know.
I thought he was with Miami.
I still don't know who Tim Patrick is.
Well, neither
Yeah,
does
but-
Russell Wilson because he's not going to have him.
No.
True.
I just
Sure.
thought that was shitty, bro. Like he had a good season, I think. What year?
I didn't even know he was an NFL player. So that's my knowledge of the
Basically,
NFL.
2020.
Well,
he
that's
did-
because he's on the Broncos. right now.
2020 he had about 700 yards and 6 touchdowns. In 2021, he had 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, and then he hasn't played since because he had an Achilles injury.
So what you're saying is he's trash? I don't know.
Basically, but
That all I got from that was he's a nobody. That
well, I didn't get nobody.
Well,
I just figured the fact
he-
that he
That does hurt. That does hurt Russell and the Broncos because their wide receivers are already not.
yeah,
very
Jerry
good.
Judy. They're fine.
Like I said, their wide receivers are already not. Very
They've got that Sutton guy. They're fine.
who
I
are
don't-
you?
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Jerry Judy and what's his name? What's their other?
You don't
You're
even
all
know
right.
him.
His last name is Sutton.
His last name's
It's,
Sutton. I don't know his first name. Is it like Courtland
Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland.
Thank you.
Man,
Courtly.
you guys are on a sports podcast.
I know.
I'm not that great. I am. Will tell you, I'm not great at sports knowledge either. I know about Steelers. Barely.
No, you didn't even know who Chuck Noll was.
I forgot his name. And then I know about I know how to present you two with games that I don't have to partake in.
Okay, I did see something interesting, and I think you guys should hear this too. So, if you could pick one player to steal from your division rival, who would you steal?
Easy. Wait, any of our rivals?
Yeah,
Any
your
team?
rival, like
Okay.
your in AFC North.
Yeah.
If you don't say who I think you're going to say, I'm going to punch you in the face. You have two people that I would let you say, and if
Yeah. 100%. There's one in my head.
I know.
There's one in my head.
Say it.
He plays defense. Just kidding. Joey B.
Yeah, of course.
If he was healthy, if he's not healthy, if he like whatever.
If he's not healthy, give me Lamar.
If he's not healthy, give me
Lamar.
Hold on, let me think about it.
Myles Garrett.
I was about to say Myles Garrett's pretty fucking good.
I mean, he did try to beat the Steelers. He likes you guys, so
We're trying to mend that now. Trying to when worlds collide, we're trying to mend it. No, I would take Lamar. I mean, why would you not? I mean, like it's pretty good. He's a pretty good quarterback. I mean,
I'd go.
he's above average, I would say.
Oh my! Listen to you. I would go Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
That's easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
McJam, I know you're actually a Cardinal sports team. That NFC West is super crazy. Do you know?
So do you know any? So McJam for you guys is worse at sports than me. So we'll see if you know. There's literally one player that you should take.
Yeah, if you don't say his name, he's the highest paid
running back. I'll just give you that. I'll give you that.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, but he's about to retire.
You still wouldn't have taken him?
No.
Oh.
You got James Conner in the backfield. Oh, you did just lose JJ Watt though, so maybe taking over for JJ. Do you know? Yep, he doesn't know. We're gonna give him Christian McCaffrey.
If I was gonna guess, no.
That's fair.
You don't give him Christian McCaffrey? Who do you take? DK? I mean, yeah, he's good, but like
I said, Aaron Donald.
You take Aaron Donald?
Yeah. Aaron Donald.
I take Christian.
Donald, not Darnold.
Aaron Donald. I don't know what to say.
I'll take Sam Donald.
No, I said Darnold.
I know.
Sam Donald. Did you see that Roman Reigns put the 49ers as the number one contender for the Super Bowl?
Well, that's because he's a gigantic 49ers fan.
They don't have a quarterback. How can they be the number one contender?
Oh my God, Alex.
He is a fan of them. Of course he's gonna say that.
I would say the same thing about the Steelers, but like
delusional, like you.
Actually, I would not consider the Steelers the number one contender.
No.
They're not even the number one. They're the third contender in their division. Fourth in some eyes.
Hey, there you go, Al. Who are you right now?
That doesn't mean they're not going to win their division. I'm just saying they're probably the third contender in some people's eyes. Fourth, not in my eyes.
I would take BT Dubs.
Let me
I
see.
think if I had to take anybody, and this one goes against my grain,
Jalen Hurts.
It is, huh?
Jalen Hurts.
No, probably Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, his thighs, bro.
Really nice into our offense.
We got Tony Pollard.
Is he as good as Saquon?
You could have taken Kadarius Toney. I'm just telling you.
Not anymore.
Kadarius Toney's not on that team, bro.
Oh, he's on the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
That's my bad. I was testing you guys. You could take Darren. You could take Darren Waller.
No, I don't want him.
Okay, just asking. You just lost your tight end. Dallas Goedert, bro.
They have really good ones. No, I would take Saquon. Like my defense is too good to take anybody.
Let's think about you could have Scary Terry though.
I don't need Scary Terry. I have Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and some other players we don't know.
One of those people is on the level of Terry McLaurin. He's not better than him. He's on the level.
Would you take AJ Brown to have a big body?
Oh my God, you have AJ Brown.
Not even a big body. He's 6'1". CeeDee 6'2". He's not a big body.
Okay, fine.
You wouldn't take.
All right, Fair.
Jason Kelsey. You wouldn't
Fair.
take
You know
Jason
what?
Kelsey?
You know what? Sure. Give me a good lineman like Lane Johnson or Kelsey. Last year we sucked at the tackle position. That really killed us.
Mhm.
So sure. Actually, you know what? Sure, I'll switch it. I'll do it, Jason Kelsey. There you go.
Why not?
Give me-
Center. Give you some fun. Wow, that was crazy. And other trading news, the MLB had the trade deadline, and a bunch of old men got traded from team to team. See, it's basically what happened. It's basically like old ass fuckers went back to
First off,
teams that they were already on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Verlander
baseball.
and-
Okay, so
Like
Verlander went
back to the Astros.
back to the Astros.
I was telling you, okay, I didn't know. I was telling Cypress this, but they got a deal. They didn't want to sign him to a big deal, so they let him go.
Who?
And when they got traded back, they only traded for like a couple like potentials or whatever. And then like the Mets are gonna pay like a quarter of the
35
salary.
million.
Yeah, of the money.
Is he
that
still
they owe.
is he still banging Kate Upton?
Yes,
Good for him.
they're married, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy. They literally are already good, and then they just add more good people. It's just not fair.
Is Verlander good, or is he just old and he can
Yeah.
throw?
No, he's still good.
I know he's still good, but like
He won last year. He won the CY Young.
the Cy Young.
Cy Young, thank you. CY.
Hey, I
was.
got you. CY, it's fine. It's Cy Young.
Alex is him.
Yeah. Hey, I know.
Fair.
Actually, surprisingly, I probably know baseball the second best out of any sport.
I don't know Max Scherzer. I know the name. I know he's good.
He
That's it.
is an old
Also former
ass.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Wow, what happened with Detroit sports, bro? You had all these good pitchers and you can do shit.
They went to the World Series and then didn't
Yeah,
seal the deal against the
they-
Giants.
Like
They choked.
they were a
They got
good ass
destroyed by the
team.
Giants.
They had a triple crown hitter. They were really, really good. Like 2010,
Was that Miguel Cabrera?
2013.
2013
Well, I'm sorry, 2012.
is when they
was that
went.
team, yeah.
That team
That's
was
when they went, yeah.
insane. My grandma is from Lapeer, Michigan.
Nice.
And so she's a big Tigers fan. She's a big Tigers fan. And so I know quite a bit about the Tigers. Wasn't Scherzer a national forever?
Yeah, that was after he won a World Series with them when they won it a couple years ago.
And then when did he play? Did he play with the Tigers first?
Yeah.
And then he got traded to the Nationals
Uh,
because he was a
I'm not sure if
national.
he went directly there, but
He was a
did
national. It
spend a lot
felt
of
like
time there.
forever.
yeah.
And then he randomly got traded to the Rangers, and then now he's going.
No, he was at the Mets.
No, he's at the Mets, and yeah, because that's right. The Mets put that
Mets are
old.
cleaning house.
The Mets put that old man bullpen together. It was when they signed everyone. It was like, what in the fuck?
Because they were going to be good, and then their fucking starting and pitcher got injured. The best one.
Yeah, you know what's funny is the Mets were about plus 20 to make it to the playoffs now last year, and they couldn't fucking close the deal, so they missed it. And this is what happens.
That was bad.
That was fucking horrible. And then now they can't do anything, so now they're just cleaning house, I guess.
This is why I hate New York sports.
Whoa.
Yeah, I hate New York sports.
Whoa,
They
the
always
Yankees.
suck. They always
Whoa,
get the
whoa.
most hate. The Yankees are different. Yankees are the only different team in that whole entire thing.
The Yankees
You
buy
the
their
New York team sucks.
team.
And the team that the fans hate the team.
Not the Yankees, the Mets. The Mets suck.
Oh yeah, for the Mets, that's motherfucker. Do you listen to what I say?
Oh, the Mets are trash, bro.
I said not the Yankees. I said everybody but
Oh.
the Yankees. Every other New York team
Yeah.
hates their team.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well-
It's very difficult to have this conversation.
I mean, yeah, the
Yeah.
Nets.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
sorry, dude. I'm
Whoa, are you guys all out of it? Wake the fuck up. I'm talking. Christopher, look alive.
Chris looks like
Alex.
he's about
Yeah.
I don't know where you're at with your head. Get it together.
it is 10:20. It is 10:20
I don't
p.m.
care. You have nothing going on right now.
I
Except
do.
walking.
I'm walking a lot, motherfucker.
Okay.
Well,
And I only had a rant.
what else do we got to talk about?
All I had to
Nothing.
do was say baseball sucks, and
Yeah,
think you
that's
guys
what he wanted to say.
literally,
He literally put on the
bro, why
outline.
baseball sucks.
85% of the teams are 1 to 3 games back. I guess it makes it super competitive. So it's 50-50. That's literally what it says on the outline.
But it's so 50-50. All the teams are like 500. Like no one's actually like, oh, that's a phenomenal team. It's not like 73-9. They're all like, oh, you're barely above 500.
Yeah, baseball's a different world. Baseball's a different world, bro.
Boring.
Well, on that note, baseball
You
sucks.
guys suck.
No,
You guys
love you
suck.
guys.
Whoa.
But that'll end this contentious episode of the Three of Me Bros.
Contentious.
McJam, do you want to come in real quick with some positivity and hand out a gold star?
So dead.
We're gonna go with Alex.
I was about to say, if I didn't fucking get the gold star this week, I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank first my Lord and Savior Jesus and Christ. It's the only thing that meant anything to me in this world as getting a gold star. And this one goes out to you, Katie Ledecky, for passing Michael Phelps in all-time gold medals. It's for you, Katie.
Love it. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
If you haven't followed us on YouTube, do that. Three Amigos Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, all the fun things. Chris is trying to get out of here. So until then,
it's obvious. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
See you guys.